Connor Nelson, overall thoughts on the game?
That's a tough team. They had 2 new players that didn't play the first time we played them, and we only beat them by 1 in overtime. So that Aldama kid, like Saeed was saying, 6'10" perimeter player. Cam Spencer is a freshman who plays about 25 minutes, a solid player. So, protecting the home court, it's a good win. It's always nice to win. And, even with those 2 players, we got to win. It's nice.
And it seemed towards the beginning of the game, you guys were really struggling with transitions. How did you fix that towards the end?
Coach was harping on it all game. He was just saying get back on defense. We felt like we were playing great half-court defense, and they weren't really scoring on us. So, if we wanted to win, we had to just get back and transition in. A lot of it came from turnovers, too. We kept turning it over, and there was no one back, so we were able to score. So we just calmed down, took care of the ball, but at halftime we made sure to tell us to get back.
Connor, first of all, how difficult is it to find your spots against that extended zone that they play? And then how did you guys kind of finally unlock it and break it down there?
Yeah, it's tough because you just never know when they're going to come. They were bumping and staying and all stuff like that. I only had 1 shot in the second half, so they didn't give me many looks, but the one I got, I just had to knock it down. And, like Saeed said again, we were just calm. Coach was drawing stuff up in the huddle, and we just, after a while, they kept doing it and kept running our offense. We got it to click, and we got Saeed the two layups from the elbow. As Coach was saying, when we threw it into the middle, they started going man, so when we got it to Saeed, it was just a one-on-one opportunity for him to go to the rim. So those were 2 big drives for us.
Connor, how do you kind of know and recognize when you catch the ball in the wing? I think there was one possession where you caught it and you saw that they were giving you like a foot of space, and you're like, I'm going to take this shot. How do you kind of know in those instances where that's a good shot? That's what you want?
So they did it in the first half. The big dude, he's tall, it's tough to guard perimeter player. So he was doing it in the first half, and I took one and I missed. And we were down 4, and our offense, like you said, was kind of stagnant. We couldn't figure out the zone, and I'd hit 2 in a row, and I was wide open. So I just thought, if you're giving me space, just let it fly. And it went in and cut it to 1, and that was a big shot.
So first year with the team, your playing minutes have steadily gone up. Today, I think, was career high in minutes. What's been the difference between when you're first starting, like first part of the season, to now where you're starting making an impact 36 minutes a game?
Yeah, it's been great. I'm getting the start. It's unfortunate though. JB's out with a foot injury right now, so I'm taking some of his minutes. It's nice to play, but I wish he was out there with us. But just trusting the process, keeping it coming, and Brendan's just slowly played me more and more each game. Just figuring out what to do. It's been fun. I like being out there, so it's fun. That's what I wish JB was out there.
And the transition from you playing last year to now, what's that been like?
It's been crazy. This is a lot different than junior college basketball. It's definitely taken me a while to figure it out. I had a couple rough games pre-conference, but coach and staff stayed with me, and it's a long season, so I feel like now I'm just starting to get my stride, know when my shots are coming, know what the coaches expect. Just figuring out how to play Patriot League basketball.
Seem to really have a knack for being in the right spots defensively and for getting your hands on balls. Talk about that process and how you've gotten to the point where you're making some of those plays.
So my club coach, I've shouted him out before, Quincy Sanders. It's all he stressed was defense. And so from a young age, I started playing for him in the 3rd grade, all the way to the 12th grade, and he was just always about defense. And so he taught us at a young age, yelled at us, everything, and it's just something that I pride myself on, because I'm not the fastest guy on the perimeter, but if you play your angles in our good spots, you're able to make an impact defensively.
And then finally, you guys, transition-wise, you're not the fastest paced team, but how have you become such an effective team as far as turning live ball turnovers into points?
You've seen Saeed run up and down the court, and if we get the ball in his hands, and he just gets it and goes. We just gotta follow him, and he'll make a play. He's a smart player, and he's super fast. So we just try to, if we get it, try to get to him or even Stacy. They just push the ball up the court, and we're able to use that to our advantage.
Thanks, Con.
Thanks.
Thank you.